Cleveland, wake up! We are staring at a seismic shift on the shores of Lake Erie that could completely rewrite the future of this franchise. This is not just standard off-season chatter. This is the sound of the foundation cracking beneath our feet. We have reports of $100 million contracts hitting the trade block. We have wild proposals involving young playmakers for a historic haul of draft picks. And just when you thought the quarterback controversy was settled, a new twist involving Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson changes everything. The front office is plotting something massive. Buckle up, because the dog pound is about to get loud.
Let's get right into the thick of it with a report that is sending shockwaves through the league. According to multiple sources deep within Berea, the Cleveland Browns are quietly listening to offers that would absolutely shock the NFL landscape. We are talking about a player with a $100 million contract, a Pro Bowl caliber talent being floated in trade discussions before free agency even officially kicks off. This is not a drill. When you look at the salary cap gymnastics this organization has to perform, it makes financial sense. But the question remains, does it make football sense? The front office is evaluating every single asset to reshape this roster into a contender, and apparently no one is safe. The mere fact that this name is circulating in trade talks signals a massive philosophical shift. Andrew Berry has always been aggressive, we know that, but moving a contract of this magnitude suggests a desire to pivot hard and reallocate resources in a way we haven't seen before. The insiders are saying the return would need to be substantial, but the door is open. Now, let me switch gears and tell you what this really means for the Cleveland Browns. You do not, I repeat, you do not trade a cornerstone player unless you are blowing it up or you are absolutely certain you can replace that production immediately. This is ludicrous. We are talking about a proven commodity, a guy who steps on the field and changes the game, and you want to ship him out for what? Cap space? Potential? Let me tell you something about potential. Potential gets you fired. Production wins championships. The audacity to even entertain moving a $100 million star tells me there is panic in the air or arrogance. Which one is it? You pay big money to keep big talent, not to treat them like trading cards. If this trade goes through, you are telling that locker room that loyalty is dead and that winning now is secondary to balancing the books. It is insulting to the fans who fill that stadium every Sunday expecting a Super Bowl run, not a spreadsheet victory. The vibe in Cleveland right now is tense, and it should be. If you move this player, you better be right, because if you miss, it sets the franchise back 5 years. You cannot replace elite talent with hope. You replace it with elite talent. And right now, it looks like the Browns are playing a dangerous game of poker with their own roster, bluffing with their best cards. It is a risky move that could alienate the locker room and the fan base in one fell swoop. The pressure is mounting, the phones are ringing, and if this deal goes down, it changes the entire identity of this defense and this team.
Listen, the news is moving faster than a 2-minute drill, and you cannot afford to be left behind. If you want to keep getting exclusive insights like this before anyone else, hit that subscribe button right now. Do not miss a single snap.
This brings us to a report that is downright baffling and exciting at the same time. There is a proposal gaining legitimate traction in league circles, suggesting the Browns could part ways with young wide receiver sensation Carnell Tate. The return package? 3 first-round draft picks. You heard me correctly. 3 first-rounders. From a transactional standpoint, this is the kind of haul that builds dynasties. It is the Herschel Walker trade for the modern era. Sources suggest that a team desperate for elite young playmaking ability is willing to mortgage their future, and the Browns are listening. This aligns with an aggressive rebuild strategy via the draft, giving the front office enough ammunition to completely overhaul the roster. The logic is simple. Sell high on a young asset to secure the long-term future with multiple swings at the draft board. It is a strategy that analytics departments love, favoring volume of picks over individual player control. But let's look at this with some common sense. You have a young, explosive talent in Carnell Tate. He is the future. He is the guy you build the passing attack around, and you want to trade him for magic beans? Draft picks are lottery tickets. Carnell Tate is the winning ticket you are holding in your hand right now. I don't care if it is 3 first-rounders or 30. You do not trade away generational talent hoping to find generational talent. That is the definition of insanity. Stephen A. is telling you right now, this is a trap. The Browns have been searching for consistent playmakers for decades. Now you have one, and the first instinct is to sell high? That is a loser's mentality. You keep the stud, you develop the stud, you win with the stud.
If the Browns pull the trigger on this, they are admitting they don't know how to win with the talent they have. It screams rebuild, and Cleveland fans are tired of rebuilding. They want results, they want touchdowns, they want Carnell Tate in the end zone, not playing for some other team while we watch a rookie struggle to learn the playbook next year. 3 first-round picks sound nice on paper, but paper doesn't catch touchdown passes on Sundays. You need dogs on the field, and Tate is a dog. Trading him away sends a message that the team is preparing for tomorrow while sacrificing today. In the NFL, tomorrow is a luxury you do not have. You win now or you get out. This proposal might be tempting, but it is fool's gold. You keep your stars and you make it work, period.
This is the domino that knocks everything else down. For months, the speculation has been rampant that the Browns were targeting quarterback prospect Shedeur Sanders in the upcoming draft. It seemed like destiny, but sources are now confirming a major pivot. Shedeur Sanders is receiving bad news regarding his fit with Cleveland, primarily because the internal support for Deshaun Watson is not just existing, it is growing. The organization is doubling down. The brass believes that with a restructured offensive line and healthy weapons, Watson can return to elite form. They are looking at the tape, they are looking at the financials, and they are deciding to ride with the veteran rather than reset the clock with a rookie quarterback. This effectively closes the door on the Sanders era before it even began. Let me be clear, this is the most controversial decision they will make all year. You are passing on Shedeur Sanders, a young man with ice in his veins, a playmaker who has shown he can thrive under pressure, to stick with Deshaun Watson? I need everyone to understand the gravity of this. Watson has been inconsistent. He has been injured. The performance has not matched the paycheck. And yet, the Browns are looking at Shedeur Sanders, a golden opportunity to turn the page, and saying, "No thanks, we're good." This is stubbornness. This is an organization refusing to admit a mistake. If you pass on a talent like Sanders and Watson goes out there and struggles again, everyone in that front office deserves to be on the hot seat. It is a massive gamble. You are betting your jobs, your reputation, and the patience of this fan base on the hope that Watson suddenly becomes the player he was 5 years ago. It is high risk, and I'm not sure the reward is there. Meanwhile, Sanders is going to go somewhere else and likely light it up, and Cleveland will be left wondering what if for the next decade. The support for Watson inside the building might be strong, but the support outside, in the streets of Cleveland, that is a different story. This decision creates a pressure cooker environment for Week 1 that I don't think anyone is ready for. You are telling the fans to trust the process, but the process has been painful. Sticking with Watson over Sanders is a declaration that they believe they are right and everyone else is wrong. If they are wrong, there is no coming back from this.
We are witnessing a franchise at a historic crossroads. Rumors of trading a $100 million star, shipping off young talent like Carnell Tate for draft picks, and snubbing Shedeur Sanders to stick with Deshaun Watson. It is a volatile mix of aggressive business and risky loyalty. This offseason will define the next 5 years of Cleveland Browns football. I need to hear from you right now. Are they making a mistake sticking with Watson? Would you trade Tate for 3 first-rounders? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this conversation is just getting started. We are in this together, Dog Pound. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and as always, keep it locked right here.